What have you learnt from speaking to overseas international peers about what they're doing in the insurance space and who are also grappling with very severe climate risks such as we are?
We always tend to think that the problems that we're struggling with here in Australia, we're the only people who are dealing with these issues, and a lot of the work that I did in the first year of my term, particularly getting up to Europe, talking to the big reinsurance companies, strongly putting the position on behalf of Australia that we do have a forward-leaning plan around climate change, around mitigation, around risk reduction, and that should be factored into reinsurance decisions in this market.
Yesterday we heard from the Chief Ombudsman at ASCA, and the key takeaway was that in all the complaints that go in, very, very, very few pertain to brokers. And we hear similar findings coming out of the report, and it's generally accepted that brokers do play a really critical role in easing the strain when it comes to insurance claims and disasters more generally. What is the government doing to support and encourage and advocate for brokers if that does ultimately help consumers?
In relation to the role of brokers, we've heard me say now that it is undoubtable, I think it's unquestionable that businesses in particular, that's the majority of the work that, not exclusively, but the majority of the work that brokers are handling is through the business sector. You get more bespoke insurance contracts, a better informed customer, a better deal for the customer, but also you get an insurance expert who's able to assist the customer through the claims management process. You have knowledge, resources, capacity available to you that simply isn't available to a small business or a consumer when they're dealing with all of the other obvious crises that are visited upon them when there's a natural catastrophe or something else that requires them to draw down on their insurance. So there is no doubt in my mind that insurance brokers add value, and that's what the Commission's for.
Then we have questions coming in about the next tranche of the Quality of Advice Review. When can we expect to hear more about that?
Sure. Weeks, not months. Okay.
Any more you can tell us?
Yeah, I hope to have exposure draft legislation out very, very soon. I want it in. There's 3 sitting weeks of Parliament throughout the month of November, and I want to get that legislation into Parliament. It's a priority.